going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big fourth down conversion.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle.
Touchdown, South Alabama! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So an 82-yard drive there, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the North Texas Mean Green sends out the offense, and they'll go on the attack for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock. It would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Evans. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. He's going to take off. At the 40, there he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
On the third play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
We've reached the end of the period. It's South Alabama holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes a connection. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, North Texas.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Davenport. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kitchens. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Jaguars are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down, still moving. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for timeout. The Jaguars will snap it on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
Takes the handoff. It's Bullock. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Davenport. Here's the pressure. Finds a tight end. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Jaguars line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pulls and fires complete. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Kitchens. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Caught over the middle, it's Kitchens. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Jaguars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Runs through the tackle. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. He'll start this drive firing. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Might be calling a hot route. He's looking to throw. Under fire. Makes the catch. Turning on the Jets. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun 1st half? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Low-scoring 1st half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better 2nd half?
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away. The ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
North Texas will have to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the returner is stopped. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on it just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Davenport. Caught in the backfield, it's Bullock. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
The Jaguars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Jaguars look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, the running back has it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Missouri is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Columbia for some time. They're up by 24 over UMass. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. North Texas will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Jaguars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
Military stun! Military stun!
The RPO, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Davenport. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close.
He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Priority number one, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Unleashes one. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The Jaguars in a good spot here with second and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Jaguars come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Davenport. Got it! And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. A handoff, keep working on that clock. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, South Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there, now up 20 in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. The 10. Touchdown, Mean Green. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Now on the option. The pitch. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Martin.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
The Jaguars line up to punt it away, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on 2nd down.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
The Mean Green now facing the meanest of problems on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll pull it down. He makes the grab and gets out of bounds, saving the time, but not enough for the first down, and desperation 4th down coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.